So, a lot of us drink coffee. Most of us are probably addicted, but we're not going to get into that now. But if you drink coffee, there's a good chance what you're drinking might be trash. Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but let me show you what I've learned. I'm Lucas, and this is Dad Vibes. Let's get to it.
Hustle, grind, work till you shine. Pennies, nickels, dimes. Why you wasting time? Why you wasting time? Why you wasting time?
So, if you're looking to get into specialty coffee, there's really just 4 things that you really need to focus on. And the first one is obviously good coffee. And when I say good, I mean freshly roasted, good quality beans. I personally prefer light to medium roasts, but there's light, medium, and dark. There's 2 categories coffee can fall in, and the first one is single origin, which means all of the beans are from one place, like one coffee plantation, and a blend is where they take different coffees, mix them together carefully to create more of a complex flavor. I would suggest going to Google Maps and typing in coffee roasters and getting some coffee from them. But if you don't have any good ones near you or you don't want to go out, I'll leave my 2 favorite roasters in the description, both of which are local to me here in Baltimore, and both of them got really good coffee that I can definitely vouch for. Alright, the second thing that is very important is a good bird grinder. If you ask anybody that's into specialty coffee, they'll tell you one of the top priorities is a good grinder. Now there's plenty of people out there that drop more than $500 on a grinder, but I found what seems to be the best budget entry-level grinder is this Baratza Encore I got behind me right here. And when I got it, it seriously upped my game, and I could definitely tell a difference in my coffee. Alright, the third thing is simple. Good water. Now water is what makes the coffee, so it's definitely going to affect the taste of the coffee. We get our water from Whole Foods by the 5-gallon jugs, and it's cheap reverse osmosis water, but it makes a great cup of coffee. The fourth area you need to focus on is the brewing materials, and the rest of what you need is a scale, at least one that weighs in grams. Kettle, I highly suggest you get a gooseneck kettle because it helps you have more control over your pour. And of course you need something to brew the coffee in. A standard coffee pot works, but if you're transitioning from that, trying to get into something a little more, then I would suggest starting off with a Chemex. A Chemex is what we call pour over method. You have a filter, you put it in, and you pour the water over yourself to brew the coffee. If you're looking to just jump straight into the pour over game, then I would suggest a Hario V60. It's like the industry standard. It requires more practice and more focus, but it allows you to pull more flavors out of the coffee and kind of gives you more of a dynamic taste in your cup. A French press is always great to have around for some variety. If you have to have your lattes, like my wife, then a mocha pot is a great place to start for at-home lattes, but you'll also need a steaming pitcher and a milk frother. An AeroPress is another extremely popular brewing method in the coffee world, and it's actually on my list of things to get next, as well as a lever espresso machine. So potential video on those coming soon. Make sure you subscribe to see that, and I'll have the links to all those things I'm talking about in the description, just so you can go check them out. Let the reviews speak for themselves. I really encourage you guys to just do your own research. And you'll be amazed if you take that little leap out, spend a little bit of money on some of these things. It's gonna make your coffee way better. If you drink it every day, like, come on now, what are you doing? Let's get some better coffee. I could go into detail how to brew each of these, but there's plenty of videos by the experts out there explaining just that for each of the things I listed. But if you want to see me make my own brew, guys, just let me know in the comment section. But I'm just a beginner trying to put y'all onto a little something that might make each day a little bit better. But let's check out my current setup and see what I got going on. Alright, here's the current setup. It is baby proofed, of course. Here's the Chemex. This is what I was talking about. It's great for when I'm trying to make my wife and I coffee at the same time. It's what I use if I'm making us both a cup. It's got the cone and the pitcher or whatever combined, so you don't really have to worry about two pieces. These are the filters for it. Got the kettle. This is the gooseneck kettle. It's called that because of the way the spout is. This one is electric. You don't need an electric one, but it definitely helps. I actually have mine rigged to a smart plug right here, and this thing, I'll switch it down before bed. Tell Alexa, turn off coffee. Turns it off. Then I'll set my morning routine to turn the plug on, and this thing will start boiling as I'm getting out of bed. Come downstairs, and we'll go to the next thing. I'll have my coffee pre-weighed out, just sitting in the grinder at the setting I need, and I just flip the switch on the side, get it grinding, the water's hot, then I brew my coffee and head out the door to serve people crappy coffee. No, I didn't say that. But here is the other pour over method I was talking about. It's the Hario V60. It's got the separate container. You can just brew it straight into the cup, which is what I typically do. Then you're on your way. Here's the Baratza Encore Burr grinder. Got mine in white. They sell it in white and black, but I got white to have this little white setup going on. This right here is just an Ember Smart Mug. Very handy, definitely not necessary, but it's a Bluetooth smart mug. You set your temperature with your phone, and it just sits at that temperature. So say you're making a bigger pot of coffee for yourself. You can drink 1 cup while you have 1 cup sitting in the smart mug, waiting, staying warm. Then we got just a regular typical coffee pot here. I don't really use this. This is for the wife, but she finally is drinking the good quality stuff, which I keep down here. This is from Ceremony Coffee Roasters, their winter blend. It's one of the roasters I was talking about. So, keep our coffee down here. Got a French press, some water. And then here, keep my scale. You need your scale, pull it out, bang. Got some scoops, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you drink coffee, I just want you to be drinking some good quality, fresh roasted stuff, not some stale burnt beans from your gas station or your favorite drive-thrus. Not necessarily bashing Dunkin' and Starbucks, but you could be doing better than Starbucks. What's funny is I actually work for Starbucks currently. I don't usually drink their coffee, but if you do want to know what a good coffee drinker drinks at Starbucks, make sure you subscribe so you can catch that video when it comes out, and everything else I got coming here at Dad Vibes. I'm Lucas, and I'll see you next time. Peace.